Hi, my name is Brian with Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio, and welcome back to another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.
Okay, go ahead.
We have a Maytag dishwasher, and the complaint is that the dishes were taking a long time to get dry, or that they weren't drying. And then also the customer noticed that we have a broken heat element, which would be our obvious problem why the dishes weren't getting dry, because the heat element is broken. So what we're going to do is replace the heat element. To do that, we're going to have to get to the bottom of the dishwasher. We're going to have to pull the dishwasher out of the cabinet and get to the bottom to be able to replace the heater. For this repair, we will need a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a pair of adjustable pliers or channel locks. Alright, so the first thing we got to do to pull this dishwasher out is remove the two Phillips screws from the brackets that hold it to the top of the cabinet on each side. So we'll go ahead and get those out. And we'll see if that, now that those are out, if we can pull our dishwasher out. Alright, and the dishwasher, we might have to disconnect some electrical and some water lines to pull it out further. We're going to take the bottom panel off using a flathead screwdriver. There's a couple tabs that you just twist 90 degrees. And then the bottom, on each side, the bottom panel will come off, and we can see what we got to do to be able to pull this thing out further. Okay. Alright, now we have the dishwasher uninstalled from the cabinet. You may have to disconnect your drain hose or your electrical or even your water supply line, depending if you have enough slack or not to get it out this far to be able to access the heater. So we have our red and our red-white wire that goes to our heater. So we're going to unplug the two wires, and next we're going to remove the nuts that hold secure our heater in place, which are these plastic nuts here on the end. So we're going to use a pair of channel locks or adjustable pliers or even a crescent wrench to remove these. Should be able just to loosen them up and get them the rest of the way by hand by turning them counterclockwise. And then once these are off, we can go back to the inside of the dishwasher, remove the old heater, install the new heater back down through the holes, and reassemble it in the opposite order. Alright, so we're back to the inside of the dishwasher here. We have already removed our the nuts at the bottom and the wiring to the heater. So now we're just going to take the broken heater out. It's got two clips in the front that the heater sits in to support it, here on this side. You may have to take your spray arm off to remove the heater, make it a little easier. You can do it without it. You just have to adjust it a little bit. Being that this one's broken, it's going to make it a little easier to get out with the wash arm in place. Now that we got our old heater out, we can install the new one. Insert each end into the holes at the back of the tub. And put the heater into the two clips at the front. Now we're ready to go reinstall our locking nuts and wires to the element. Alright, we're going to tighten our heater down with the locking nuts. Clockwise rotation to tighten them back down. Get them as tight as you can with your hands. And then we're going to use our adjustable pliers or channel locks again to give them just a little extra quarter turn or so to tighten them down, because you've seen how they weren't very tight to begin with. You don't want to bust the plastic nuts by over tightening them, but you do want to get them tight enough because it is going to seal the heater going through the tub. It has O-rings on the end of the heaters, so you do want to make it watertight. Alright, and then we're going to reconnect our wires. And all we have left to do now is reinstall the dishwasher and run it through a test cycle to make sure it heats and does not leak. We're ready now to put the dishwasher back into place. We had removed the insulation because it was just sitting on there loosely. So we're just going to put the insulation back around it. And we can push it back into place. You want to make sure that you don't kink your drain hose or your supply hose, or don't put a pinch in the electrical wire. So we'll look underneath there and make sure everything's okay once we get it back in place. All of our hoses and electrical look good underneath the dishwasher. Now we'll reinstall our 2 screws to mount the dishwasher back to the cabinet or the countertop through our 2 mounting brackets. Just make sure that the unit's level, that the door closes, doesn't rub, open smoothly. Everything looks good. We'll run it through a test and check for heater operation and water leaks.
Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.